Guys, we have a surprise for you this week, don't we, Carrie?
We do.
We're giving you a unhinged Rusty Anchor happy hour for free this week. We figure occasionally from time to time we like to give you a little bit of a taste of how crazy we get over on the Patreon. So if you like us talking about couches, penises, golden girls, and ChatGPT, that's a weird arrangement of things we just talked about. That's what you're getting on the Rust Anchor Happy Hour this week. If you want more of that craziness each week, go over and subscribe to the Patreon. But that's what you're about to hear. So we wanted to give you a little pre-warning before we just dived into the craziness. Right, Carrie?
Yes. You can check it out at patreon.com/Golden Girls episode. And we hope you enjoy this bonus content for the week. And for those of you who are in the GGVIP club, we're happy once again to be in your ears in this bonus content.
Good. Okay, I'm going to end that. And we're good. I'm going to get Rusty Anchor and I'm ready. Okay.
Should we switch? Let's switch lines.
What do you mean?
Like, let me be. Let you say my lines and I'll say your lines.
Okay. Okay. Picture it! Los Angeles, 2026.
Hi. Hi. And welcome to the Rusty Anchor Happy Hour, where we pour a drink, tie a cherry stem with our tongues, and chat even more about Murder, She Wrote.
And Sadie Pines means Golden Girls. Oh wow! I was gonna do a Sally Field one because my chat with Sally Field comes out when this comes out. So I was gonna do the Flying Nun or something. But okay, you can do Murder, She Wrote.
I was like, let's switch lines. You were like, what?
I know.
What?
I didn't know what you meant at first.
Let's switch lines. You're like, huh?
I was like, what do you mean? Let's switch lines. We've done the same lines for years.
Oh my gosh. So hello everybody. Welcome to the Rusty Anchor Happy Hour. If you haven't yet listened to the main episode this week, definitely go check it out. We watched the episode of Murder, She Wrote. Yeah, what is that?
It's a panda that has a hula hoop. Panda.
That is very cute. Where did you get that?
From shop downtown in Little Tokyo.
That's very cute. This week we watched the episode of Murder, She Wrote with all of Dorothy's exes and Charmaine, which I feel like you guys have recommended to us. So thank you for all of you who did, because I know more than one of you did.
If you want to spot a little behind the curtain, behind the scenes situation, we were having major technical difficulties. But because of my probably not stellar editing job, you weren't even able to tell.
Wow. I'm looking forward to seeing how it comes out. Hopefully nobody notices. Can I tell you the craziest, funniest thing that happened before we get into what we're doing today?
Sure.
So while you were at, I almost called it Murder Fest. While you were at Murder Fest, while you were at Murder, She Wrote Festival.
You like my new shoes? Oh.
I do like your new shoes.
Oh, wow. The tape from my penis thing last week, it was on my shoe.
Your tape from your penis photo?
Yeah.
You're just like Zelda. I start to say something and you go, look. And then I say something else and you go, Mommy, look. You are Zelda right now.
We're just dynamic people who have lots of things to share.
You do. You just have no, you're very impatient people. What was I going to say? Oh, so this weekend, while you were at Murder Fest, while you were at Murder, She Wrote Festival, Dan and I recently decided we're going to do an interior design overhaul. We've been using Adobe AI. We've been taking photographs of our living room. I'll send you pictures of kind of what we're thinking.
Oh, exciting.
So we're doing all this redesign. So it all started with we had this thing and the dog peed on it and we were like, get rid of it. And then we were like, let's just redesign everything. Let's just get a new couch. Let's get a new couch. So
I'm dying to get a new couch.
We got a new couch. So here's the thing. I had a very specific couch in mind that I wanted. I was like, there's no way we're going to be able to find a used good version of this couch. I'm going to pick up little Oreo from school, and Stan texts me and he's like, this woman in Santa Monica is selling literally the exact couch that you're looking for, which I will show you a picture of the couch.
Yes.
And he goes, she needs it gone today. And so she's giving a good deal. This is a $3,000 couch. Guess how much we got it for?
How 800.
$100.
How?
It's a Joybird. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a gold
Oh, that
Joybird
is
couch.
nice. I love that.
$100. You
And
too
it's
can, and
yellow? It's
then
yellow?
it's yellow. It's like gold, like mustard yellow. And so we got it. But here's the thing. Dan was like, we'll be able to fit it into our minivan. We now have a Toyota Sienna. And he's like, anything fits in the van. It's a minivan. Anything fits. So he took
Someday
out
when I come over, can we do a video of me like badly trying to fit in the van?
sure.
Like dramatically
Absolutely we
being
can.
like, I
Sure.
can't even fit in the door.
It's a big van. So I had the other car. We have another car that Stan bought forever ago. We have like a little Prius. And so
Yeah.
I had the kids. I had the two kids. I had to bring them. We brought the whole family to pick up this couch because the woman was like, a lot of
Wow.
people are messaging me. I was like, we'll be there in 20 minutes. So Stan pulls up with the van. Him and this woman get it outside. I go to try to lift this thing to go down a couple steps to put it in the back of the van. And I cannot. I was like, oh God, my back. A man passing by was like, "Do you guys need help?" He got the van and he got
That's
the
Silence of the Lambs level. You don't do that, Carrie.
don't do what?
Have a strange man help you with something in a van.
Well, no, he just helped us. We were on a public street, like a busy
That's what
street. He just
happened to the girl in Silence of the Lambs.
okay. Anyway, so he's helping Stan with the couch, and Stan's like, "Take the baby, take the girls, go back to the
I'll let the
Prius."
man take me.
He goes, "I'll meet you back at home," and I go, "Okay." So I'm driving. I get the girls in the car. I'm driving. Stan calls me and he's also on his way. And he's like, hey, I just wanted to make sure you got the girls in the car okay. I was like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
doing fine. So I get to a stop sign. He goes, so there's kind of an issue with the couch. And as he's saying this, I pull up to a stop sign and to my left, it's a four-way stop. To my left, a van pulls up and I look and the hatch of the van is open and there's a sofa like hanging out of the back of this van. And I was like, am I looking at you right now? And he's like, what? Well, I see you. He's like, yes, that is me. He's like, the couch did not fit. And we didn't bring any rope or anything because it was like so last minute. So he's
Oh my
like, he
God.
has this couch, like, I would say three-quarters of the couch was in the van. And then the rest of it
Wow.
was just sticking out. And I was like, babe. And he was like, just don't, if you're going to drive behind me, just please keep a safe distance. And I was like, okay. So I'm like driving behind him for a while. It's like rush hour traffic. The baby is screaming in the back seat. Little Oreo fell
Oh,
asleep. I don't know how she fell asleep with the baby screaming.
it's my
Coco's
girl.
screaming. And I'm following Stan, and he finally goes, "Stop following me! Stop following me! I'm so afraid this couch is gonna fall out."
Oh
So
my God.
I go another way home. He ends up making it home fine, but eventually I caught up to him, and I'm going behind him, and I can just see him white knuckling at the steering wheel, and he's going over like speed bumps in our neighborhood, and he's just like gingerly going
Oh.
over them, and I can see his face. He's like, "Oh God, oh God." So
Well, because you guys live off of one of the most, I mean, not off of, but like near one of the most stressful streets in Los Angeles.
what street is that?
I don't want to say, but it's the busy street that the mall's on.
Okay, yeah, that is a very busy street.
Yeah.
So he finally gets it home, and then it's like we got to get it into the house because we can't just leave a couch sticking out of our van. So I was like, well, I can't lift the other end of it. I will literally pull out my back. So I'm texting a couple neighbors that whose numbers I have to see if like they can help us. Nobody's home. Stan's like, I got it. I got it. I could do it
What day
myself.
was this? What day was this?
I don't know, Sunday, maybe Saturday.
Oh, no.
His brother wasn't home.
I was randomly over by you yesterday and
Oh, no, this was over the weekend.
I thought about texting, but then I was like, it's late. I don't want to bother the kids. It's,
Oh, I mean,
yeah.
you can text, and if it's just not a good time, I'll just tell you it's not a good time. But always text when
Yeah.
you're in this side of town.
Okay.
So, so he ends up he's like dragging it on this like picnic blanket, like a big thick picnic blanket, almost like a moving blanket. And I'm like, there's no way we're gonna get up the stairs. Wouldn't you know, another kind Samaritan, like a beefy, hunky UPS guy comes up with
Oh,
like a little box in his hand and he's like, "Do you guys
ooh.
need some help?" And I was like, "Yes." I
Yeah.
was like, "This is
Yes,
the
we
day of Good Samaritans."
do.
So
Wow.
he picked it up and then he made a Friends reference. He helped him move the couch and he looks at me and he's like, "I've always wanted to go
Pivot.
pivot." Exactly. So I was like, "I love you." And I said, "I'll tell you what." I go, "I'll do the hard work. Let me deliver your little package." And I thought I was being all clever. And he's like, no." He's like, I have
Legally,
I have to scan it. So no."
yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, well, thank you for helping us move the couch." So anyway, we have this
That's
couch, we have a steamer. So Stan like steamed it to
Oh
disinfect
god, I'm
it and
so
like,
dying for a new couch. When I was in Texas, I was with a friend and we were at some mall and I went by Lovesac. Do you know Lovesac? It's Lovesac with just the C, not a K. And
"Oh, I know it. Love sack,
yeah.
baby, love sack."
Is that the song? I don't think so.
No,
And
it's not, but no, I don't know it. I don't know Love Sack. I know Love
It's
Shack.
it's a couch brand that basically is like Legos for couch where you can kind of like you can configure it in lots of different ways or whatever.
Oh,
And
fun, like Minecraft.
kind of, and I sat on it and I was like the configuration that we would want, and I was like, "Oh, this is comfortable," because I don't want the couch we have now, the drama that we have with the couch that we had now. Let me tell you the drama that we had with the couch. Sorry, this has turned into an unhinged episode, and we have not talked about the Golden Girls yet. But I'm pulling a Dorothy here. This She would have been angry about this. So when Michael and I moved into this apartment, September 2020, right? We bought a couch. We were very excited about this couch. We picked out a couch that we knew would be good for us. You know what I mean? And I was happy about it, but because during that time with shipping and COVID and all the things, and initially we ordered it and it was coming, shortly after we had moved in, and then they said there was a delay and we wouldn't get it for like 6 months or something, like something crazy.
Mm.
And we were like, "No, we can't just have a table for 6 months. We need a couch." And so we had to buy a last minute couch, basically like a rescue couch, and that we could get that we could
Was it fixed?
Yes. Well, we fixed it a few times. And so we got this couch that neither of us particularly enjoy or feel comfortable. It's a sectional couch. It's too low, it's too cushy. Fraser loved it, and the corners are all ripped up from Fraser, which I have fond memories now when I look at that. But I hate
Mm.
this couch. I think I'm allergic to the couch. I can't sleep on it without getting a
Oh.
headache. I think there's something in it that I'm allergic to. And I hate this couch. And so I'm dying to get a couch that's like a little bit more sturdy, taller. You know what I mean? That like is a normal couch you can sit on like a normal human being. I don't need to be that comfortable. I just want to sit like a
Yeah.
goddamn human being. So yeah, I'm in search for a couch. But the couch that Lovesac that I went to, they quoted me like $6,000, and I was like, $6,000?
Oh,
I could buy 17 dogs with that. Like, that is
I'm telling
ridiculous.
you, go on Facebook Marketplace, go on OfferUp. You can get a good used couch
I
and
don't
then
know.
just steam it. And then you just steam it and that disinfects it. Like you can get a good couch. I'm telling you, so many people are selling couches right now.
I know.
Why
It's
are you
just
making a face?
because everyone farts, and I don't wanna get a farty couch, you know what I mean? I don't like, I don't I know you can steam the
That's why you
fart
clean
away.
it.
I get that, I know, but I will always think about it. Like, every time I sit in it, I'll be like, "Oh," and then I'm gonna have to, because 'cause I'm the one that drives, so I'm gonna be the one picking up the couch from the marketplace person, and they're
Mhm.
always scary people. They're always people who are just, like, are a little bit, left to center,
Oh, not the lady
and
who we bought ours from.
well, she didn't give you the red flag that you needed a bigger car, did she? She was ready for that show. And so they're always a little left to center. And so that's why
Mhm.
I don't know. I think I'm a person that buys new. I'm that person.
I understand. I totally understand. I
Yeah.
totally understand that.
Yeah.
Man, this has been a fun one so far. We haven't even gotten to the Golden Girls. Maybe we should release this. Maybe we should make this Rusty Anchor Happy Hour a treat for everyone this week. Why don't we just release it on the
So
main? We can
oh
release it
god.
on Thursday. Let's just
Okay.
do it. Let's just
Well, no,
do
let's
it
just release
because
it
you
on
know
the
what?
same
Everybody
day. Let's just.
listening, every once in a while, we should release a Rusty Anchor Happy Hour to everybody so that you guys can see what happens when you join the GGVIP club over at patreon.com/Golden Girls podcast. We have done like
Yeah.
thousands of these Rusty Anchor Happy Hours at this point,
And
so
they
you'll have a backlog. Are you traveling? Listen to
they
all of our Rusty Anchor Happy Hours. Okay.
they often divulge into whatever you just listened to, some unhinged piece of whatever. But let's do some
Yeah,
Chat
this is what you
GPT
guys
Golden
are getting.
Girls.
Okay. So here's what we're doing. I have two plot lines from the Golden Girls. I'm kind of framing them as if I'm writing to like Dear Abby for advice.
Mhm.
So I'm going to ask ChatGPT for advice on what I should do in these situations and see if it gives me the advice that actually happens like in the Golden Girls episode. So
Okay.
I'm going to read you. I came up with two prompts here and I'm going to put them in ChatGPT. The first one says, I need some advice. Recently, I found an old camera that belonged to my late husband, Charlie. There was still some undeveloped film inside. I got the film developed and was shocked to discover a risque photo of Charlie in bed with my friend and roommate, Blanche Elizabeth Devereaux, initials BED. This affair happened before Blanche and I knew each other, and while Charlie was in Miami, he was a traveling insurance salesman. I'm upset and sad and angry at both my late husband and Blanche. What should I do? Let's see what ChatGPT says.
Oh God, I'm so scared.
Wow, that's fast. Okay. ChatGPT says that's a rough emotional mix to sit with. Grief, betrayal, anger, and confusion all tangled together. Even though this happened in the past, it feels immediate because you just found out. That shock is real. Wow. ChatGPT is like really validating my feelings right now. A
Yeah, it
few things to
sounds
keep
like
in
it.
mind as you sort through this.
Oh.
First, context matters. This happened before you knew Blanche Elizabeth Devereaux, and while Charlie was alive and away. That doesn't erase the hurt, but it doesn't mean this wasn't a betrayal within your current friendship. You're reacting to new information about old events.
This is what I
Second,
said last week or whenever we did it.
mhm. Second, your feelings towards Charlie are complicated because he's gone. You can't confront him or get closure directly, which often makes the anger linger longer. Linger longer. It may help to
You
separate who
have
he
to
was
let
to
it
you overall
linger.
from this one painful discovery. People are rarely just one thing, but that doesn't mean you have to excuse what he did. As for Blanche, before jumping to conclusions about her intentions or character back then, it's worth considering whether you want to talk to her. Not to accuse her right away, but to understand. Something like, I came across something that really shook me, and I need to hear your side. Her response will tell you a lot, whether she's honest, dismissive, remorseful, or defensive. You don't have to decide the fate of the friendship immediately. Wow. So, yeah, it's telling me to give myself a
Wow.
little space to process. Acting while the emotions are at their peak can lead to decisions you might later want to rethink.
Yeah.
And then this is the last part I'll say. Ask yourself what you actually need in order to move forward. Is it honesty, an apology, just being heard, or distance?
I don't trust ChatGPT, but I support this advice.
I
So.
think I feel like ChatGPT is like a therapist right now. I feel like wait, I'm
Well,
like,
you
wait
know
a
what?
minute.
Okay,
Is
so
my
this is what
therapist
can
using
will you
ChatGPT
send
to talk
me
to me?
will you text me a prompt? Because the difference is, so you don't have a logged in account, correct? You're just putting it into ChatGPT in general.
Correct.
So I have
Correct.
I do have a service. So the whole thing with like these AI assistant things, and listen, we can have a conversation about how dangerous and horrible AI is, sure. But um there
Of
are
course.
there are it is a part of its sort of thing is that it learns your behavior. It learns sort of, who you are and like how you work and the things you ask. And so that sort of helps them decide how to answer
Mhm.
some things in a lot of ways. So I think it would be interesting to take a prompt from a service that knows me, that knows sort of my things that I've searched for and how it would respond to such a thing. So let me put this into mine. I use
Okay.
Claude. I
I
don't
just sent
use
you another prompt based on a very
yeah. Okay.
okay.
So I use Claude. Hold on one second. Let me get this going on my end. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh God, I'm so nervous. I'm so
Okay.
nervous.
Yeah,
Okay.
start by reading the prompt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I should read
Sorry,
it.
I
I
wrote it
shouldn't.
very quickly, so
I shouldn't
grammatically it's
just.
probably not my best work. Yeah, you got to
Okay.
read the prompt.
That's right. I forgot. Okay. Hold on one second. Let me just get this in here. Okay. So the prompt says, there's a mean woman who lives down the street. Her name is Frida Claxton. She wants to tear down a beautiful oak tree. on our street that sits on her property, but neither myself nor my roommates want to see it torn down. We even got lots of other neighbors to sign a petition begging her to keep the tree, but she's refusing. I even tried to bake her homemade Danish, but she still refuses. She thinks the tree is ugly and she hates all living things. What can I say to convince her to keep this beautiful tree? Okay, so I'm going to ask my Claude, and Claude knows me. Claude is aware of my existence. Claude is personal for me, and Claude is thinking. So,
Well, yeah, it is. You call it Claude. It
well,
has a name. That's
its
weird.
service is Claude. I use Claude because of all of the owners of the internet, AI situations. This Anthropic is the one I support most because they didn't let the government, like, do its weird things. So I was like, I'll support Claude if I have to support any of them. Okay, so this is what Claude said. Here are some approaches that might actually move the needle
Mhm.
when someone seems firmly decided. Appeal to her self-interest, not the tree's beauty. Since she finds it ugly, arguing beauty won't work. Instead, try practical benefits she might actually care about. Mature trees significantly increase property values, often by 10,000 or more. Provide shade that lowers cooling costs in the summer and can be a selling point if she ever decides to move. Come with information, not emotion. Bring her a printout showing the property value data or offer to have an arborist assess it for free. Offer to take on the burden.
Arborist.
Sorry, thank you. If her I don't own homes, so I don't have trees. If her objection is maintenance, leaves, or liability, offer a written agreement where you and the neighbors handle trimming, cleanup, or even pay for the arborist. Did I say it right? Annually. Remove the
Mhm.
hassle from her plate. Okay, the other one. Find out what her actual objection is. Ugly, quote unquote, might be covering something else. Worry about it falling on her house, root damage to her foundation, blocked light. If you can identify the real problem, you might be able to solve it. Consult your local government. Many cities have heritage tree or significant tree ordinances that restrict removal of large old trees, even on private property. Check with your city or county before assuming she has free reign. That's not a bad one. You can go to her and be like, well, the government says you
That's
can't.
great.
The petition
The
and the Danish, the
government.
government, the petition and the Danish were kind gestures, but they probably reinforce that this is an emotional issue for the neighborhood. Shifting to practical problem solving language gives you a better shot. That one's not bad.
Wow. That is
Claude.
great advice. The women could have done any number of those things. I actually really like the advice that they're like, get everyone together and say, like, look, we will trim it. We will clean the leaves. We will rake the leaves. We'll do all that stuff. I
Or to
actually think
quote
that was really,
Blanche,
really great idea. Talking about the property value
you could, to quote Blanche, you could also just have you could have pitchforks and just sort of gather around the house and start the fire. Everyone knows a fire you light from the bottom.
from the bottom. Wow. Well,
Wow. We learned things today, didn't we?
I feel like, yeah, I feel like that second prompt had more advice that the women did, like that was that never actually brought up in the episode. I feel
Yeah.
like my prompt, the one about Charlie, a lot of that stuff was kind of discussed in the
I
episode, but
I think it's because Claude knows me, Claude knows me. Claude just
yeah, maybe.
Claude Claude just gets me, and, ChatGPT, it
Mm,
doesn't. It doesn't get you the way Claude gets you. You know what I mean? Well,
yeah, I get
guys,
that.
this
Well,
was do we have another one? No.
this was really fun.
Yeah, this
No,
was
I just had
fun.
the 2 because it's getting late and I need to
Wow,
have my bedtime snack.
I know it's almost 10 o'clock for
Um,
us. We are giving you a unhinged. This is quite literally the definition of an unhinged Rusty Anchor happy hour. If you liked what you just heard, subscribe on the Patreon. This week it's free, but subscribe on the Patreon and you'll get these every single week. And it's literally like last week, I literally kind of showed my penis. So, like, there are things, and I found the thing that hid my penis on my
yeah,
shoe
you
just
showed
now.
a dick pic.
Well, not really, but yes, I literally did, but not really. You know what I mean?
Yes, you did, but it
You'll
was
have to
censored. You
subscribe.
censored it.
You'll have to subscribe. But yeah, so that's what you get every week. So subscribe. Look, I'm
Yeah,
posing.
subscribe. These are available at the $5 a month level. And we've been doing the Rusty Anchor Happy Hour now for, I feel like, going on like almost what, 2 years or something. So like, yeah,
I
we
think
do them every
3
week. So
because
there's a
we
lot of
need
them to
to
go
we
through.
need to we need to do a new
Wow.
commercial because or promo for it because I have Ozempic face now. So I need to get it I need to update the ad for people joining our Patreon.
Okay, we'll do a new one.
I have to do a new one. Okay, well, and
Okay, well,
remember,
I love that. As always,
stay golden.
stay golden.
Golden.
Out on the Lanai is not endorsed by Whit Thomas Harris Productions, Touchstone Television, Disney, or any of its subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only.
All names, pictures, audio, and video clips of the Golden Girls are registered trademarks and or copyrights of their respective trademark and or copyright holders.